Good morning, friends.
Good morning.
You remember yesterday when we were writing, we were practicing what?
Sounding out our words.
We were practicing sounding out words. And when do you need to sound out words?
You don't know how to spell them?
Yeah, if you don't know how to spell a word and you aren't really sure and you don't really have a book in front of you or a teacher to ask, you can always sound it out. And you can always come back to it later after that. So today we're going to go over practicing sounding out words. And I'm going to start by showing you my sentence, and then I'm going to have one of you guys tell me about something about your day yesterday, and you're going to spell it out for me. Okay, so since I'm green, I'm going to write my sentence. So I'm going to write, what do you put when you start a sentence? You have to put
A capital letter.
a capital letter. So I'm going to say yesterday with a capital Y. Yes. And day is one of our sight words, so you already know how to spell that one at the end of it. Just the front might be a little bit confusing. You can always use words that you already know to sound it out and write a new word. Yesterday, I read a book. Okay. So for my sentence, I said, yesterday I read a book. And you could hear as I was writing, I was sounding out my words. And remember, I brought up, sometimes you can use words that you already know to spell a new one. And sometimes, like I have read here, you can confuse that with another word. I read a book. What might you confuse that with? Red and?
The color.
The color red. So sometimes you have to change things because it might be a different spelling, but it sounds the same. And here I had to put two letters that make one sound. And then here in book, there's two letters that make one sound again, but it's a different sound that you can't really spell with just one letter. Okay, so let me see. Kaylee, I want you to tell me one thing that you did yesterday.
I walked my dog.
Kaylee walked her dog. Okay, so how we're going to write this sentence is, I'm going to write in purple, and you guys are going to help me spell it out. And if you ever come to a point where you didn't quite spell something right or you aren't sure, I'm going to change it and write in green. And then we're going to come back and look over the mistakes we made and talk about them. Okay, so the first letter in her name is going to start with
A K.
a capital. Why do you start it with a capital?
Because that's her name.
Okay, so it starts with a capital, and I heard Caitlin said K. All right, what's the next letter? K,
A.
A, K,
Y.
Y. Is that right, Kaylee?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. K, A, Y, L.
L.
L. What's next? Kaylee.
P.
E. Okay, does that look right, Kaylee?
You need one more E at
One
the very
more.
end.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so what was your sentence again?
I walked my dog.
Kaylee walked her dog. Okay, so the next word is going to be walked. It starts with a W.
W.
W. Okay, walked. What's the next letter?
A.
A. Okay, walked.
K.
Actually here, because when you sound out, you listen really close. You have to think of all the letters you hear. Walked. I know it's hard because sometimes when you talk really fast, it sounds like walked. And it just sounds like there's a K. But in this case, there's an L. So I'm going to add an L here. And then you did say you heard a K, so we're gonna put a K for the next one because that is correct. Walked. What do you hear next? Walked.
A D.
A D. That's really good, but sometimes, because in this case, you're talking about something you already did. So when you talk about something in different points in time, you have to change the spelling. So this one, I have to switch it to my color, is gonna be an E and then a D. And those two letters come together to make the D sound. Okay. Alright, walked. Her.
H.
Okay.
E.
E. And last letter,
R.
Alright, nice. And then the last word is dog. Dog.
D.
Okay.
O.
O.
G.
G. And then, as always, when you finish a sentence, you put a period. Would you rather put a period or an exclamation point?
I'm pretty happy I walked my dog, so exclamation.
Okay, exclamation point. Now we're gonna go back in this sentence and see how many you got right and how many I had to change a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You guys got 16 letters, and I only had to change 2. So you guys are pretty good practicing and sounding out your words. And all we have to do is remember to listen really closely sometimes in certain words, and sometimes when you change different points in time, it changes how you spell a word.